Good morning, guys. I haven't seen you in such a long time, so I thought I'd pop in here and have a little mini update. I don't want to do a too big of an update because that could take hours, and I would probably lose kind of my thread of thought in my mind, train of thought, something like that. Yeah, anyhow, I would lose it completely. So we're gonna do a quick update, and then maybe I can take you with me today. We'll see. That can be. It's a can be. But yeah, the update is very simple. Since February, I have slowly gotten more and more headaches. I transferred my medication from the Botox to the Aimovig because the Aimovig is supposed to help with auras, and it helps really good with auras, but it doesn't help with the pain part of my migraine. So gradually gotten more and more pain, to the degree that we decided, me and my neurologist, to actually go back to the Botox. But for a couple of months I'm going to have both, and we'll see how that will work. And also I've tried to work through all of this, so I've been working half-time, and a big part of it is because the benefits people are kind of poking at me and telling me that we don't believe that you have enough reasons to be on sick leave. Like, I'm sick, I shouldn't work my 4 hours. I'm so broken at the end of the week that I'm not always able to actually work the last day of the week because I'm so exhausted. And they still think that the papers that I'm sending in isn't good enough. So yeah, not so happy with the benefits people right now. When it comes to the prolactinoma, it's there, it's going strong. The medication I've been eating, it has so much side effects that it's just not worth it. I'm getting really sick from it, and then on top of it, I don't think it actually it's treating the prolactinoma. Last time I took prolactinoma medication, which was last year about this time, it actually pushed it down enough to me to be able, it took I think 6 months until it was back to the higher numbers. I took my new tests last week, and it was already back to over 400, which is one of the larger numbers. So for me, as I am gone into menopause, it's actually a pretty big number. So yeah, it didn't work this time, so we'll see. I'm really stressed about going to the my endocrine specialist. I'm gonna see her on Monday, because I'm a little bit worried that she's going to tell me that they can't help me, because that has happened before. But yeah, so that's kind of my health update. My life is happening. As I said, I work half-time at the moment. That's all I have energy for. So I've done a lot of cross-stitching because cross-stitching works. However, the last week I actually been home because I have some kind of bug. One of those annoying bug, because when you sit in the sofa and you're stitching and you're like, yeah, but it's kind of okay, I could probably do a lot of things. And I, who am a very productive person, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And then I just get up to make a cup of coffee, and just that little walk to the coffee machine is kind of totally wrecking me. I'm getting hard to breathe, I'm getting super exhausted, the fever spikes. It's like, can it just be over? It's been here for a week. It actually started last week, but this weekend we had a kickoff with the company I work for, the consulting company I work for, and I've been missing out on so much. I missed out on the kickoff last summer, so I was a little bit worried that I would miss out this too, so I kind of agreed to go. And then there was a lot of things that happened. For example, we had a strike here for the flights, just for the flight company that we were flying up with. So we ended up needing to take like a 17-hour train ride, which didn't agree with my body. So the day after, I was basically sofa ridden in the hotel while everyone else was out having a lot of fun. I was sitting in the sofa cross-stitching and watching TV series because I just didn't have the energy. I did, however, happily enough, I was able to grab enough energy so that on the next day, which was our last full day, at the evening I could be in on the workshop and the dinner, and also hang out a little while with my co-workers, and I had a blast, and it felt like I bonded a little bit with my co-workers. And like Christopher says, I think it's good that they see that I get this sick from these things, because if they didn't, they might start wondering if I'm really sick, because that is very possible. Because you can't see it on me, and when I only see them like short periods of time in the morning. In the mornings I'm kind of okay. It's towards the lunchtime that I start to break down. So it's good that they see that I'm this sick. It's good that they know that I'm fighting and I want to be there and I want to do all of these things. So yeah, it was a good weekend though, because like mentally I got a little bit happier, and then I got home and got really sick, so mentally I kind of broke. My mental stability has been off for the last few weeks. I've really been super excited, super tired, super exhausted, and slowly been going into this little darkness pool where I feel that I'm not good enough, and whatever I do I'm really bad at it, and yeah, all of those things. And when we went to the northern part of Sweden to go skiing. I don't ski, but there were a lot of other things with the work, and one of the days I just went out walking a little bit, and I had several severe panic attacks because of things that happened to me when I was like 12 and because it happened at a ski resort. So and it wasn't big things. It had to do with feeling left alone, left out, feeling forgotten, and those things kind of triggered when I was there. So I had a couple of panic attacks there, and I've been having a lot of those things going on lately, breaking down like over and over again. And I also, since January, gained 8 kilos. So I'm quite a lot heavier, like I'm 15% heavier than I was in December. Not so happy about that. However, since Tuesday, I've been sugar-free, except for a teeny tiny bit of like syrup in my coffee, and it's like I'm measuring it up with my teaspoon that I stir my coffee with, just so that I don't get too much sugar in me, and that's all sugar that I've been eating, and that is really driving me and helping me mentally, knowing that it's something I can do while I can't do anything else. So yeah, but I've been really sad for a pretty long time, and I've had a really hard time picking up the camera and talking to you because I don't feel worthy. I don't feel like you would even care, and it has nothing to do with you and how you feel, because logically I know that you are there and we have these discussions and I have all of that things, but mentally in my mind it's still that feeling that kind of goes after me, that I have been fighting since I was young. And when I get this sick as I am right now, it's very easy to fall back into those, because it takes a lot of energy to constantly tell yourself that you're worthy, to constantly fight those feelings of not being worthy. And when you're sick, you don't have that energy, and that is what has kind of happened for the last few months. But yeah, there was a not so quick update and travel, but I want to say good morning. I am going to sit down and do a little bit more stitching, make sure that I get some lunch/breakfast in me, and then I'm going to head out. So good morning guys, I hope you have an awesome day. So guys, I am going to head out to go to my doctor's appointment. I got my lunch eaten. I had a smoothie. I'm starting to add rice protein to my smoothie to get it to be a little bit more filling, and also to add those extra proteins that were missing. I have been using an app called LifeSum off and on for a couple of years now, and it helps you with a lot of the products that I'm using are in the app, so I can just add them from a list that they have, and they will tell you how much like calories, proteins, fat there is in them. And one of the things I noticed when I did my smoothie the last time around was that even though I use like broccoli and stuff in it, I don't get enough proteins. So I have gotten rice proteins, which is like just the proteins. They have all the amino acids that you need, but they don't have any sweeteners or anything. So I just add a couple of tablespoons of that into my smoothies, and I get a little bit more filled up, which also means that I don't snack as much. So yeah, I am going to lose those 8 kilos. It's just a matter of how long it will take. But yeah, I sat down, I ate that, watched some YouTube, and then I did some stitching. I think I got like 20 stitches done, but 20 stitches is more than 0. I have about 200 to 300 stitches left until I kind of hit the bottom of the pages. I don't know if I explained this before, but I was doing 2 pages at a time because the when I put the frame, I use my Q-snap. I use an 8. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. I'm telling you, I'm sick. But I use an 8-inch Q-snap, and I need to put myself in another direction so that my face isn't all black. I use an 8-inch Q-snap, and when I use that Q-snap, I can fit in a 1 page for a Heaven and Earth design project. On that I actually can fit in a little bit more than 1 page, and I found that I have the 2 last row, or the absolute last row, is 27 stitches high, so it's not a very high row. Like on the page only have 27 stitches as a height. So now I'm stitching like 2 rows after each other, which means that I'm stitching like page 34 or something and page 40 at the same time. So something like that, and so height-wise that works perfectly. So I have done page 34, and I now continue on to page 40, and when I finish page 40, I'm going to move the frame. And the reason for that isn't that I don't have more space to stitch on, but it's because when I finish this page, I have just enough to fill up the frame with all of what's left on Wrath. So I hopefully remember to take you with me and show you the cross stitch as it is with page 34 and 40 done. The page 39 is a full page, and then you have page 41 that is just which is a full page in width but just 27 rows stitches high, and then on the side the last 2 pages, I think they have like 10 stitches or something wide, so it's just a sliver and then it's done. Then I've finished Wrath. I'm super excited about this. However, I do have a whole bunch of things I need to get done today. I was supposed to get my Aimovig medication yesterday, but I couldn't get out, so I have to do that today, which means that I have to go to a specific drugstore because I ordered it to be delivered there. So that is one thing I need to get done after I've been to the doctor's. I also want to pick up some more broccoli because I'm almost out of the broccoli. I need some more orange juice, so I'm taking my backpack with me so I can put some things in there. And maybe I need to pick up a cable for Christopher. I'm gonna see if he needs that one, and then I'm gonna go back. But yeah, I'm heading out. Well guys, I am back home after my adventures. We didn't have enough time, me and my doctor, so I have to go back to him on Monday, and I also have a blood test I have to do on Monday. So I'm going to look and see if I can find a coffee shop anywhere close to my doctor's appointment. I still haven't found one yet. It's not like you go out and you see it. So see, I'm gonna find one because I'm going to have to be out and about for some time, which is a little bit scary because I'm pretty sick. Just today was kind of rough. I did first the doctor's appointment, and then I went to Mall Scandinavia to get my Imovac syringes, which I just took. The first syringe isn't that bad because you don't remember how painful it is. And then the second one, you're like, I don't want to. It's actually not that painful, but the solution stings a little bit. So it's like you have to push it down, and then you have to let the solution kind of, you see how this little thing like, and when it's down, then you can remove it. So yeah. Leia is seeing my sandwiches and is like, can I sit there? Can I eat her sandwiches? They smell good. I have prepared some turkey sandwiches for kind of lunch-ish. I did have my breakfast at around 9:30, something like that. And I'm having my lunch now. I'm just gonna have 2 sandwiches with a whole layer full of turkey sausages. Those are like the ones you usually cook, but you don't have to cook. And I kind of like them when they're not cooked. So there, you can eat them directly from the sausage, which I think is really good. I think it's smoked, like smoked turkey in a sausage. It has a special taste to it. It's a very special sausage that only exists in Sweden. I really love it. So, called falukorv. Usually it's made with pork, but I don't eat pork, so I eat turkey sausages instead. But yeah, I am going to take my sausages, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch an episode or 2 from the originals, and I'm going to do some stitching. I did pick up a package on my way here. I got the notification, I think this morning or yesterday evening, I think this morning, that the package was ready to pick up. It is a DC coupler. It's basically, it looks like a camera battery, but it's for my camera. It looks like a camera battery which a cable goes out of. It replaces the battery in the camera and makes it, you connect it to your outlets, and then you have power to your camera without having to recharge batteries and stuff. And my battery, I've had my camera for a while, so my battery is starting to lose juice, which means that I can't really use my camera without the DC coupler. And little Leia bit it off now, like before last weekend. And I don't think I had the energy, but I wished, but I kind of wanted to have a video out yesterday. So we'll see if I can get a video done today or tomorrow, depending on energy. I don't think I can get it done today at all, because I think the rest of the day is going to be in the sofa together with the originals. But yeah, that's been my day so far. Sorry if I look a little bit wet, that's hormones. Yeah. Oh my God, look, there she is. Yeah. It looks, it's a mess. It's a mess here, but you have Gizmo there too. They are in, running around. I'm gonna go and open the door for them so Leia can go out and be on the balcony. It's actually 16 degrees outside, so it's quite a nice weather. It was really nice to be out and about, but I'm so exhausted and I'm so shaky, so I didn't take any photo to you, but hopefully that will be okay anyhow. So guys, I promised you to show you the cross stitching. It took a couple of hours more because when I got home I was exhausted and super tired, and I ended up just kind of watching TV series and scrolling on my phone and doing nothing else. And then Christopher got home, I got my craft table ready. So I connected the cables and everything with the new thing. I also connected the cables in a different way, so they wouldn't be hanging everywhere and be very kind of teasing Leia to bite them. So I kind of hid them away. I thought I would make a card box something. I did a kind of a test of it. I didn't come to all to fruition, but we decided to eat, and then we got back. I'm just exhausted. So I sat down. I did continue watching some TV series, but I finally did get the stitches done. And sorry about the lighting. It is a terrible lighting in here, but yeah. I am going to show you how long I come with Rat, and it's long. I promise you, it's long. So guys, look, this is Wrath, and it is gigantic, and it's long, and it's beautiful, and yeah. So this is full Wrath. As you see, I only have this corner, and that will fit perfectly into my 8-inch Q-snap that I stitch with. So I really wanted to just show you how she looks. She's almost done. I would say that this part is 3 to 4 weeks probably. So within a month I will probably have finished her. I do need to put some time into gridding the fabric for the next one that I'm going to start immediately after this. I also have to sort the box and make the little laminated key that I wanted in the inside of the lid. So yeah, that is something I'm planning to do. But here is and here's Gizmo and all his fur. I'm sorry about this. It's cleaning day tomorrow, but yeah, he decided to lay on it just minutes before I recorded this. But yeah, I am going to put that in the frame. Gonna watch some more YouTube, and then I'm gonna head to bed because I am very tired. But you can see. Have you seen those scary dark circles? I am tired. So I wanted to say good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, and I'll see you next time. Bye.